Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Breaking news. So I've seen the title. I put Caicedo and Lavia to Chelsea. Apparently, I've got a bad throat. Lavia and Caicedo to Chelsea. Breaking news this morning as we go live. Seconds before we go live, guys. This happens. Let me get this up on the screen for you guys. Let me get this up on the screen. So, according to some, breaking news, Liverpool have agreed a 60 million deal to sign Romero Lavia from Southampton. They must convince the midfielder now to choose them over Chelsea. So, breaking news, before I went bloody live, like seconds before I hit the live button, this came up, and big up Kay as well for DMing me as well. But yeah, that. What do we reckon, guys? Now, I like Lavia. I've always said Lavia is my choice as a DM till we went in for Caicedo. Now that's done. Lavia is the one I want, guys. Lavia is the one I want. What are we thinking here? It's interesting, guys. It's interesting. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you go and smash that like button. Make sure you hit the sub button. All that good stuff. I hope everyone's doing well this morning. And I think I've got a bit of a cold. My throat's a bit bad. But yeah, I hope we're all doing good, guys. This is going to be a regular 10 a.m. show from now on, guys, for the whole transfer season. We're going to make it like a coffee morning football talk show where we're going to talk about Liverpool for an hour. Some days we might talk about the academy, youth players. We might do some player watch on some days. We're going to go through the papers and all that sort of stuff, guys. So this is going to be the new 10 a.m. coffee morning shows. So make sure you're here every morning at 10 a.m. Some days this will be the only show I do, because going forward, all my kids are going to be in school from September. So 10 a.m. shows every day of the week. Obviously, there'll still be some days where I do 2 shows a day. There'll be an evening show as well some days. Obviously, there's still watch-alongs, match previews, match reviews, and breaking news. If there's any breaking news during any day, I will go live. So make sure you hit your notification bells and everything there, guys. Big up to everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Let's talk. So we know yesterday we played Chelsea in a 1-1 draw, guys. We did our match reactions last night. Look, even when I've slept on it more, gone back and looked at it, 1-1 against Chelsea is not a bad result at the end of the day. 1-1 against Chelsea is not a bad result. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with the result because at the end of the day, it's a point at Stamford Bridge. It's not the worst. Guys, it really ain't. It's not the worst result, a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge. It really ain't. So I'm happy with that result. We move on. And we got Bournemouth next Saturday. But obviously the big news coming out of that game was 2 things. Liverpool desperately need a defensive midfielder because we're easy to play against. And Moises Caicedo. So before the game started, we know there was no Liverpool still had the highest bid for Moises Caicedo. After the game finished, it happened that Chelsea came to £115 million deal to buy Caicedo with a sell-on clause as well, apparently. A little bit more money up front than Liverpool, apparently. And Brighton accepted the terms. And Caicedo's apparently doing his medical at Chelsea today. So it's just the way it is, guys. It's the way it is. Billy Hogan, Liverpool's CEO, was in charge of the Caicedo proceedings. He was in charge of all the proceedings. He wanted to try and get Caicedo over the line. Billy Hogan You know, it goes a bit under the radar with Billy Hogan being our CEO. But Billy Hogan wants big players at the football club. He wants big names at the football club. You know, he wants to try and get, if there's money there to be spent, Billy Hogan wants to spend it. He wants Liverpool to do more business. Now, George Schmack is our sporting director, apparently. But Billy Hogan took this into his own hands and really tried to get this deal over the line for Caicedo. So I give Billy Hogan all the praise in the world for trying. You know what I mean? You know, he went, look, stuff all the money. Let's go and get a bit. There's a chance there. Apparently, it all started that Liverpool rung Brighton up, like a courtesy call sort of thing, and said, what would it take to buy Caicedo? And Brighton told them the figure. It'd have to be like £100 million+ bid for Caicedo. Apparently, Liverpool asked how far Chelsea are down the line with their transfer for him. Brighton told them the last time Chelsea tried was an £80 million deal that we rejected. So apparently, Liverpool then got those wheels in motion. Apparently, they spoke to Caicedo. So the rumours coming out is that Liverpool never spoke to Caicedo before they put in a transfer. Apparently, they got the yes from his representation. His agent for Caicedo said, yeah, he would be interested. So Liverpool then put in a bid of 111 million, which was accepted by Brighton. Then we come out to find the reason that Caicedo then wanted to listen to more offers for Chelsea, because he wanted to respect Chelsea because they've been dealing with him since May. So I understand that, and I respect Caicedo for that, because, you know, he's saying, look, these guys were here before you. Let me talk to them first, see where they land. So I respect that. But then his agent found out what Liverpool were going to pay him weekly compared to what Chelsea were going to pay him weekly, and over what size of the contract and how long the contract was going to be. And all of a sudden, Caicedo did not want to join Liverpool anymore. Now, I'm not really going to blame the player for chasing the money. I really ain't. Footballers have short careers. They don't really get a retirement package. It is what it is. Go and earn your money. He's a 21-year-old kid. He's going to earn good money at Chelsea. So I don't think it's a problem for, you know, in that regards to Caicedo. My issues with the agent. Agents are awful people. I mean, not all of them, but some agents, man. Some agents, they talk a load of crap. They make things up. They're obviously paying off for Fabrizio Romano. I mean, that was obvious from day one. And it is what it is. Look, Caicedo's gone to Chelsea. He's a Chelsea player now. He has a great career. I've got no ill will against Caicedo, to be honest. I don't know if you guys in the chat feel the same. I've got no problem with Caicedo. I think if Caicedo's agent didn't do all the talking for him and weren't in his ear all the time and weren't around, I think Caicedo might have been a Liverpool player. I really do. But I don't feel no ill will. Caicedo wants to play for Chelsea, wants to get paid more by Chelsea. I don't really care. I don't really mind that. Go for it, son. Go and make your money. I would look. The one I wanted was Lavia. I've always wanted Lavia. You guys on the channel know I've been talking about Lavia a lot. He's the one I really rate and like. Obviously rate and like Caicedo as well. He's probably a better player right now. But Lavia is only 19 and he looks like a superstar in the making. And I think whoever gets him is going to have a tremendous footballer on their hands. Now, the Lavia deal with Liverpool has been a weird one. You know, Southampton have always said they value Lavia around the £50 million mark. That's what they've always said. Anyone that's come in for him and offered less than 50 million, Southampton have rejected it like that. Like, no. Off you go, fella. You know, that's what they value him at. And like, he's their player. They're allowed to value him at the price they think he's worth, and they think he's worth £50 million. Now, Liverpool offered, I think, was it 38, and then add-ons to make up the 42. Then they offered 40 with add-ons. Then they offered 42. Then they offered apparently £46 million. So the last thing we know is that Liverpool offered Lavia £46 million. That was the last thing we know. And then and we thought, okay, they're going to come to some conclusion because they're only £4 million off the asking price for Lavia. Then an article came out and said Southampton actually want closer to 60 million for Lavia. If you remember, guys, I mentioned this a few days ago on the channel. Maybe last week, actually, I mentioned this on the channel, that Southampton were looking nearer to the £60 million mark for Lavia. I was like, all right, cool. If that's what it is, that's what it is. And then all of a sudden, Liverpool £4 million away from this 50 million mark. And then, bang, like that, we're going for Caicedo and we leave Lavia on the turn. And it's like, oh, okay, fair enough. Now, Caicedo, in that meantime, Chelsea bid for Lavia of 55 million quid. They went in for Lavia and bid 55 million quid. So as Liverpool fans, we're a bit peed off now. We're a bit upset. We're like, what are we going to do? We've been going in for Lavia all summer. He's been our number one transfer target all summer. It looks like we're probably eventually going to get him. Then we turned our head towards Caicedo and went for Caicedo, which is fine because you're showing ambition. That's all we've ever asked the owners to do. Show ambition, yeah? So they did. Billy Hogan turned up and went, no, forget that Lavia deal. I reckon I can get Caicedo. And they showed ambition and bid £111 million. The problem is the agent's an arsehole and something that transfer never happened. But now we're going back to Lavia. It's a breaking news this morning, guys. If you guys see any more breaking news while we are live, if you're following me on Twitter, just DM me it or just shout it out in the chat, guys. But yeah, it looks like the Lavia deal is now back on, and Liverpool have bid 60 million quid, which is 5 million more than what Chelsea have bid. But Ben Jacobs, what's Ben Jacobs saying here? Ben Jacobs is now tweeting as well. Liverpool have now had a £60 million package for Romero Lavia accepted by Southampton. As expected, things are moving fast, guys. Lavia has always indicated he is open to a move to Liverpool. Chelsea's last bid was 55 million. Should they proceed, it's going to come down to player choice. Not quite the same as with Moises Caicedo, who was set on Chelsea. Lavia has spent much of the summer telling Liverpool he is keen on joining prior to Chelsea formally entering the race. And Liverpool have moved quickly and with a higher offer than Chelsea's last bid. That is the breaking news coming in right now, guys. So it looks like Liverpool are going to get Lavia through the door, which I'm proper happy about because I like Lavia. I've always rated the kid. I think he's going to be a special footballer. I really do. Big up everyone telling me about the Lavia stuff on Twitter. Big up everyone on here. Yeah, what everyone's got to remember, I made this thumbnail and title last night when we thought Caicedo and Lavia were both all going to Chelsea. This news literally broke a minute or two before I went live. So big up to everyone. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate the love. I'll probably have to change the title to this. I'll have to change the title to this. Now, people will say maybe Chelsea will bid 65 million for Lavia. Now, here's the issue. I think Liverpool got a free run at this now if Chelsea don't come back with another bid, because it took Chelsea almost 4 days. To find the money and the package required to beat Liverpool to the signing of Caicedo. And the reason is, I don't know if this is true. I'm just going to tell you what I've read. The reason is that FFP and the Premier League sustainability program, apparently that is why it took almost 4 days for Chelsea to try and, work some things out to make this deal happen. Now, Chelsea also need a goalkeeper, because Kepa has gone on a year's loan to Real Madrid. because unfortunately for Real Madrid, Courtois is going to be out till like Easter. So if he's doing his knee in, so you know Kepa's gone there. So Chelsea are looking for another goalkeeper. Apparently, they're also looking at a defender. Apparently, and when I look at what they got in midfield, and Enzo Fernandez yesterday is an excellent player. If you've got Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo as your midfield pairing, and then you've got like your Conor Gallagher's who's pretty good, and other little players around, you don't really need Lavia. And I don't think Lavia would be a first team player at Chelsea, where I think Lavia is absolutely guaranteed to be a first team player at Liverpool. No ifs, no buts. He just goes straight in Liverpool's starting 11 every day of the week. So if all this is true, guys, I think Liverpool are very on their way to get a good defensive midfielder through the door. Which I think, surely, guys, in the chat, we're all pretty happy with Lavia, yeah? Surely we're all pretty happy with Lavia, because what I don't want to happen, guys, is I know this happens in football quite a lot, yeah? I don't want everyone to get down on the thing, oh, it's Lavia, we could have got Caicedo sort of thing. Lavia is a good footballer, guys. Honestly, Lavia is a really, really good footballer. This is not like a massive downgrade. It really ain't. Remember, yeah, Caicedo's more ready-made at 21, 22. Lavia 19. Caicedo and Lavia at 19 are probably the same kind of player at the same age. You know, Lavia's a top-draw player, man. Lavia's a top-draw player. And he's going to be decent. I just don't want people getting on him because he's not Caicedo. I don't want that to happen, guys. I really don't. He's a good player. He can play that 6 role on his own. He's good on the ball. He's good under, press resilient. He's got a good turn, feint on him. He's got good passing on him. He's going to be an exceptional player. We all know this. So I just hope the fan base and we as the fans just don't get on him because he's not Caicedo. But what Liverpool should have done is just got Lavia through the door weeks ago, and we'd all be sitting a bit more comfortable, wouldn't we? We'd all be sitting a little bit more comfortably. If we just got Lavia through the door when we were bidding for him in the first place a week or two ago, and we were still going after Caicedo, I think the fan base would be a lot more happier in a cheerier place. So, yeah, there is a bit of neglect by FSG. We can't lie about it. I mean, look at our substitutions yesterday. There is a little bit of neglect by well, not a little bit. There is neglect by FSG. They got to make this right. They have to make this right. And if Lavia, they got overpay for Lavia, 60 million. And I said about a week ago, Southampton wanted close to 60 million. It looks like that's what's going to happen. But at least they're showing a bit of ambition and not just sitting on their hands and not doing anything. Old FSG, let's face it, guys, old FSG, if they lost out on Caicedo, they probably wouldn't go and buy anyone. But at least they're not sitting on their hands this time. They're showing a little bit of ambition, and they're overbidding for another player that Chelsea went for as well. And they're going to put £60 million on the table and buy Lavia. So they're overpaying for him, but they're getting the player through the door. They're getting the player through the door. It is what it needs, guys. I know it's a lot of money, but Liverpool have to overpay. We've done it to ourselves, guys. We've done it to ourselves. We've shot ourselves in the foot here. Liverpool done it to themselves. They've left it so late. Everyone in the world now knows Liverpool have got money to spend. There's money burning a hole in our pockets. Everyone's going to ask for their money. I don't blame teams. I really don't. So, yeah, Lavia for 60 million. I'm proper happy with it. If it happens, we get the contract sorted and all that. And it's a shambles. There's no doubt about it. It's been an absolutely shambolic, but yeah, it's a fun one. There's no doubt about it. Let's see if there's any more news. Let me see if there's any more news. I'm going to see if that fraud Fabrizio Romano's tweeted. I don't think he has yet. Let me know if there's any more news, guys. I'm just checking Twitter right now. Liverpool apparently in for Ibrahim Sangare as well from PSV. who has a buyout clause of 32 million. That's 2 in circulations as well. Personally, I don't think he's mobile enough at all. Yeah, the Lavia deal looks like it could be happening. Ben Jacobs and some others have now pretty much tweeted that, yeah, Liverpool look like they're getting Lavia. Obviously, last night, I think Fabrizio Romano tweeted that Caicedo's all but done. You know, he did the here we go on Caicedo. And I think he then tweeted saying they're trying to work on Lavia as well to watch this space. But this morning, it turns out Liverpool have now going for the play they need. And I like Lavia, man. Lavia will be a top draw footballer for us, guys. Honestly, he'll be really good. Let's not be too down about this. I don't think if we got Lavia in the first place, I don't think anyone would be down by this. I think everyone would be pretty happy with the Lavia news. So yeah, it's just let's all be happy, guys. Let's be happy a bit. You know, we need players, and hopefully they're getting more players in. What are you guys saying in the chat? What is everyone saying out in the chat? What's everyone saying out in the chat? A few trolls out today. Who's the trolls, Kingsman? Let me know. He has been paid off. This is absolutely shambolic as Liverpool, as LFC. Big up Scott. Your midfield is in trouble. If we Scott, my man, if we get Lavia and we got McAllister and Szoboszlai, that's that midfield's far better, far better. Sangare, please, no. Yeah, look, he's a good destroyer of the ball. He's a good destroyer in midfield, but he's not mobile enough to play in our 4-3-3. Why are you not happy with Lavia, man? Why are you not happy with Lavia? Guys, if you're not happy with Lavia, please explain in the chat why. I'll read it out. Explain why. Drew say breaking news, Lavia is in London, wants a Chelsea move. That's not what I've heard so far. I mean, it might happen. Might have left it too late. Let's see. All right, more breaking news. Liverpool are now the only club with an agreement with Southampton. Chelsea will have to raise their bid over the £60 million price tag, which I don't think they're going to do. So, yeah. So that's what's happening now. Yeah. So all we've done in this week is help Brighton get their money up and overpay for another player by 50 million. Yeah. What's Dave O'Cop saying? Dave O'Cop is also saying breaking Liverpool agreed to deal with Southampton, Sir Romero for £60 million. A lot of people keep asking why are we paying over £10 million for Lavia, who was rated as £50 million. If you remember, guys, on this channel about a week ago, I said reports coming out Southampton want closer to 60 million for for Lavia. I said it about a week ago on this channel, or about 10 days ago, saying, "Oh, there's a video. Go and find it." I said it on there. Southampton want close to 60 million for Lavia, and that's why we've had to pay 60 million. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Fabrizio. It's just look. The thing with Fabrizio Romano, he gets paid a lot of money a month for putting things out on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and his YouTube channel. So what he does, he just puts out the same thing a lot, like clicks all the time, constantly, little things here and there all the time. So he only puts out what he gets told. So if an agent gets in his ear and tells him, right, this is going on, he'll go and put it up on his social media. And that's why sometimes he gets a lot of things wrong. What happened to our owners are very smart people now, FSG, and their fanboys looking like absolute fools. It's true. Look, I've been saying this for a while now. Before COVID hit in 2020, Liverpool was so well run behind the scenes, so well run. Nothing. Everyone had their place. Everyone knew what they were doing. And since COVID hit in 2020, Liverpool have become lazy, disorganised, and chaotic. It's as simple as that. Yeah, Sangare's too slow. Yeah, come on, Lavia, commit to Liverpool. Lavia to Chelsea. We go confirmed by Sky Sports. When did they say? When did Sky Sports saying that? Because everything at the moment on social media, on Twitter especially, is saying that he's coming. Like Liverpool, look, have got the only bidding for him at the moment. So Chelsea have not got a bid in for Lavia at all. Liverpool have the only bid. Liverpool reached a Lavia agreement. Liverpool have reached an agreement with Southampton. Yeah, it's all going all over the place, man. Fabrizio Romano at the moment is too busy with the Neymar to Saudi Arabia news to be tweeting about him. Liverpool have an agreement with Southampton for Mario Lavia, told by Jacob Steinberg. Things could develop quickly, but it's not over yet for the Reds to transfers go crazy. More to follow. It all depends what Chelsea want to do. If Chelsea, right, this is the thing. This is the thing, guys. If Chelsea somehow overpay and pay more than 60 million for Lavia, we've got to have discussions about FFP. We just do. We just do, because apparently the reason it took them 3 to 4 days is because to bid for Caicedo, because they had to do it in the proper manner that didn't go against FFP and didn't go against the new Premier League guidelines as well about sustainability and all that nonsense. So that's why it took them 4 days. If then they can just go and bid 65 million for Lavia and then still get a goalkeeper and things like that, we got to have a chat. You know, we got to sit here and have a serious chat. Loopholes are loopholes, but there's also like something not quite right. Big up Ashley Russell in the house. What an absolute shite show. Wouldn't surprise me if Lavia told us to do one after disrespect. It's like they all sat down and tried to make this window as tragic as humanly possible. Yeah, do you know what irritates as well, Ashley, as well? That when we got McAllister and Szoboszlai done so quickly, I think the whole fan base was like, whoa, hang on. Okay, maybe they are going to have a good transfer summer. Maybe the owners have actually seen the light and they realise now they've got to have a good transfer summer. And I think we all got a bit buzzed off them 2 signings. And then it was like 1 week passed, no more news. Another week passed, no more news. We're all sitting here like, well, what's going on? What's going on? Because I think we're all happy with McAllister and Szoboszlai, especially watched them yesterday. I think we're all happy with them transfers. Psychedelic says, if we sign Lavia, we will cook. What would be your midfield 3, Jamie Lavia? We get Lavia. The midfield 3 is Lavia, Caicedo, and McAllister. That's the midfield 3. After watching McAllister and Szoboszlai yesterday, yeah, Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Lavia would be my midfield. Watching Szoboszlai and McAllister yesterday against Chelsea, they look great. I just felt for them because they had to do a bit more defensive work than they really wanted to because we had no DM. Get a DM in there that lets McAllister and Szoboszlai get a bit further forward to do their thing. That's a good midfield 3, man. It's a good midfield 3. And then with someone like Thiago waiting in the wings as well, and Stefan Bajcetic and Curtis Jones, it's decent backup. Look, he's not the best backup in the world. I'm not going to sit here and pretend otherwise. But I'm not going to sit here and also say it's crap at the same time. Because that'd be out of order. Because it ain't. No, you speak to Liverpool fans about Thiago, he's quality. So that's decent backup. I think Curtis Jones is decent backup. And I think Stefan Bajcetic is decent backup. You know, and then Harvey Elliott. Look, I know Harvey Elliott is not liked by the fan base. I don't know why. I don't know what the vendetta against Harvey Elliott is, right? But I literally thought he came on was the best substitution yesterday. I literally think about all the subs Klopp made yesterday. I think Harvey Elliott was easily the best substitution yesterday, and actually played all right when he came on. So there's decent backup there, but I know people are not going to agree with me because I don't mind. I don't mind people not agreeing with me. That's just my opinion, Dom, Mac, and Lavia. Yeah, man, that is a great midfield three. Jacob Steinberg apparently says there are indications that Lavia favours a move to Chelsea. We will see. Let me have a look on Twitter. Let me have a look if that's still up there. Let me just have a look here. I don't see anything up at the moment. The only thing I see up from Jacob Steinberg at the moment is, let me go on Jason Steinberg's Twitter page. He might not have said it on Twitter anywhere. Jason Steinberg, the last thing he put up on Twitter 29 minutes ago is Liverpool now the only club with an agreement with Southampton to sign Lavia. Chelsea have to raise their bid. That's the last thing I saw up from him. Unless he's done it on another article or another social media. Daryl says Jamie simply isn't good enough. You don't like Lavia. I think Lavia's a good player, man. Don't worry. Don't be concerned about Lavia getting relegated with Southampton. That weren't down to Lavia, man. We bought plenty of players from relegation teams before it turned out quality. Wijnaldum and Robbo for one. Now, Lavia's a decent player, man. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't be at grief in the house. Captain say I'm very happy with Lavia if we get him. But again, Daryl, you're my man, and everyone's allowed their own opinion. Guys, Steinberg isn't reliable. I get that, Harry, but a lot of other journalists that are reliable are now hitting on this. So there seems to be quite a little bit of movement. A Chelsea journalist saying a player favours a move to Chelsea. Look, what we know is Caicedo's been wanting to play for Liverpool. We know this for a fact. Not Caicedo, sorry. Forget Caicedo. He's at Chelsea now. Get that name out of my head. Lavia has always fancied a move to Liverpool. What we know is Lavia has always told his representation, I believe he told his partner, even when Chelsea came in for him, that he still really favours that move for Liverpool, and he's hoping and holding out for that Liverpool try and come in for him. Now, he's still a professional footballer at the end of the day. He's leaving Southampton. The Southampton manager has pretty much said that he's pretty much gone. He's already sort of like packed his bags and left, sort of thing. He's done as being a Chelsea player, a Southampton player. So he's a professional footballer. If Liverpool don't come in for him, he will go to Chelsea. It's as simple as that. But if Liverpool are still the ones he really wants to play for, and Liverpool have made a bid for Lavia, it shouldn't be a problem. It really shouldn't be a problem. Edward says, I don't want to kill as a DM for the season, Joe, and rather get a DM with a bit more experience. I get that. I hear that. But Caicedo's only played 15 more games than Lavia in the Premier League. I believe that is all the. I believe Caicedo has literally only played 15 more Premier League games than Lavia has. So I get what you're saying. And Caicedo's only 21 himself. Lavia's already had an international cap for Belgium. He played all year for Southampton. He looks a diamond footballer. So I get what everyone's saying about the age thing. I really do. But if they're good enough, what is that term in football? They're good enough, they're old enough, sort of thing. A lot of the experience, the problem is with the experienced DMs. Look, Real Madrid bought Camavinga when he was 20 and he plays. They rely on him. Bellingham's gone to Real Madrid at 19, 20 and bagging goals and looking great already. I think the thing is, guys, if they're good enough, you've seen it with Real Madrid with Camavinga and Jude Bellingham and Tchouaméni. If they're good enough, they're old enough. I don't think the age is really. Look, Lavia is our DM for the next 10 years at 19. and he has a great career at Liverpool. It don't really matter. I get the thing of like he's only 19, but you got Stefan Bajcetic there as well. You got Thiago there. But what is we got to defend better as a unit. We can't just go right. We got Lavia now. He's our defensive midfielder. We don't have to worry about defending because Lavia will deal with it all. If we do that, we're going to kill the kid. What we got to do is defend better as a unit in midfield. The whole team has to defend better, and that's from the back, the middle to the front. The whole team has to defend better. And if the whole team defends better as a unit, with having a Lavia there who's a specialised defensive midfielder, it'll make the team look different. Like you saw yesterday, right? I thought McAllister did okay in the number 6 yesterday. You can tell it's not his natural position because if you go and look at Chelsea's first goal, because McAllister's not a defensive midfielder, he doesn't pick up runners because it's not in his mindset because he's not a defensive-minded midfielder. Now, if that was Lavia yesterday, Lavia would have picked out the runner and that goal might not have happened. That's the difference with getting a person who's a serious DM to a person who can play DM. That's the difference, and that's what Liverpool's missing out on. It really is. But look, guys, I understand your comments, and if you've got trepidation about his age and all that, I do understand it, of course. Of course. I'm just here to talk about it might not be that bad, guys. It really might not be. But you don't have, everyone to each to their own. Southampton changing the rules. I've always said, guys, it's going to take 60 million. I literally said it in the last 10 days. Jamie, we've now gone from 8-1 to 2-1 for Chouameni. Look, if we got it, the problem with the Chouameni thing is, the problem for the Chouameni thing is, Chouameni played for Real Madrid the other day in the opening game of the Spanish League, didn't he? Of La Liga. I swear Chouameni played the other day. I swear I saw him on the pitch. The problem is, if he's playing for Real Madrid, this is no disrespect to my own club, of course, but if he's playing for Real Madrid, would he really want to go to Liverpool? It's not like he's sitting on the sidelines if he's actually playing for Real Madrid. That's my only issue there. I'd love Chouameni. If we can get Chouameni, man, look, I'd get Lavia and Chouameni. Let's be serious here. Liverpool, just be serious. Go and get both of them. Go and get Lavia and Chouameni. Do me. But sometimes, the bet makers, the bookies, they know something. They get little secret tips. Someone tells someone something. Something happens. Usually, you can tell from the betting market. Sometimes the market can tell you, but I'm not sure. If we got Chouameni, I'll be dancing, man, because we'd have the best deal of the summer. But I hope you're right, Daryl. I'd like to get both of them, to be honest, because I think Lavia's a good footballer. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Jasmine. Not angry with getting Lavia. I'm just angry with us around all month. Yeah, I agree. That is the problem. Big white maggot. Great name. Great channel, mate, from Australia. Big up to you, man. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it in Australia. What's the time in Australia? It's 20 or 11 in the morning, our time. It's about 9 p.m. your time, 8 p.m. your time. Who's sharing Twitter? Who's sharing things with me now? Big up, Kay, sharing a DM. Liverpool have agreed a fee of 60 million for Romero Lavia, and the only side with an agreement with Southampton at this stage. The Reds must now convince Lavia to join Liverpool over Chelsea, according to the Guardian reports. He says the Lavia preference is Liverpool. Well, it shouldn't be too hard then. It shouldn't be too hard. If preference is Liverpool, just, you should get on the phone. Just get Klopp on the phone and go, Lavia, we're really sorry we fucked you around. Axa's waiting for you. The training grounds, everyone's waiting for you. We've got the shirt ironed. It's all ready to go. What do you say, son? What do you say? Yeah, that's all we need. That's all we need. Let's get this done. Apparently, other transfer talk is now saying Romeo Lavia has chose Liverpool, and this one is moving fast. So that's it. Man, I could be back later today. Guys, with breaking news on the LAVIA play. Gory says you did, Jamie. Fair play. Thank you. Good morning to everyone, by the way. Good morning to everyone. Hope you're having a good morning so far. And again, there's 346 of you here. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 5K. We're almost there. So yeah, go and subscribe, go and share, all the good stuff. But good morning to everyone. What's everyone drinking this morning? Are we a tea person or are we a coffee person in the morning? And does people eat breakfast in the morning? Because I've been finding out recently that not a lot of people now eat breakfast in the morning. That shocks me because I'm starving. Daniel says an agreement between Chelsea and Southampton is close to Liverpool and not at the race yet. Yeah, I think that was yesterday's. That might be yesterday's news, Daniel. Big up to you, man. Things are changing. But big up to you. Big up to Chelsea fans in there as well. We've got no ill effect against you guys. It's all good. Big up Spider in the chat. Larry only coming to us because he heard there's a free chips and Savoy from Paul. Okay. 60 million beers still in for him in 2 seasons. I agree, Spider. Big up you, Spider. You're doing well. Good morning to you. Jamie, who would you say is a more reliable source? Dave O'Copp's a good, reliable source. He's got a lot right. Melissa Reddy's got a lot right. Look, Fabrizio is reliable when he gets the right information. You know, he's not like that. He's not a journalist, really. You know, that's not really what he is. But when he gets the right information, of course. The geezer. What's the guy's name? I think he works mostly along Chelsea, but he broke the Caicedo Liverpool deal before anyone else. Is it Matt Law? Something like that. And obviously David Ornstein and Paul Joyce. Especially Ornstein. Jamie, our biggest move was convinced Edwards to come back. Sky Talks is 5 hours behind, yeah. That guy's trolling Jamie. Sorry, I'm behind the chat, so I don't know who everyone's talking about. I am behind on the chat. Let me get forward in the chat. Melody timed out. Here we go. Who's Melody? What was Melody saying? Let me go back and find this Melody person in the chat. What did Melody say? Let me have a look here. What did Melody say? I don't see anything from a Melody. Just let me know in the chat, guys. Everyone's okay. Big up Scott. I'm an Arsenal fan. LAVIA's quality. Big up to you, man. Right. I see. Melody Kingsley. LAVIA's heading to Chelsea. Is that all they were saying? Oh, they're just saying. Just laughing emojis saying about the Chelsea deal. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it, guys. It's all good. It's all good. Right. Let's catch up on this chat, man. Big up to John Conway. Good morning, Jane from Ireland. Big up you, John Conway. Thank you for the super chat. Morning to everyone. This is going to be a regular thing now. 10 a.m. starts, guys. 10 a.m. starts. Reports he's keen on Chelsea now. This from Chelsea looking quite good yesterday. Big up Ashley. Big up Psychedelic. Harvey looked class when he came on. Yeah, Harvey looked good, man. Harvey looked good. Right, let's get up on the chat here. There's so much in the chat, guys. I do apologise. I will get through you all. We got Jay in the house. How you doing, man? I think Liverpool should get in Xiao from Sporting and still get Sangare. Florentino Luis, Polina and Dor Douglas Luis with Lavia as well. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the new subscribers. Ali Noose is that. Big up to you. Isti Urban, big up to you. Thank you for subscribing, guys. I appreciate it. Big up Scraps in the house. How you doing? Morning to you, Scraps. When we still look at the same when we get a DM in that isn't Caicedo, there will be the scapegoat for Klopp's shine tactics. Big up you. That is one thing we will talk about. Don't worry about that. Yeah, and a proper six wouldn't let Enzo just do what he wanted all game either. Yeah, exactly. That is another thing. You know, Enzo was allowed to do whatever he did yesterday. A real, proper number six who got stuck into him, a few fouls on him. You know, keeping close to him. We didn't have that yesterday. Big up Enz man in the house as well. Enz, how you doing, mate? Jamie, do you drop Gakpo and drop the next game? Do I drop? No, I play Gakpo where he should play, in that false nine area. That's where he plays best for us. No more Gakpo in midfield. Maybe it can work sometimes, but nah, he has to play in the forward line. That's one thing Liverpool have to do. I think Jurgen Klopp seriously has to try and figure out his best front three. I know a lot of people say, oh, he's got 5 great forwards now to pick from. He can rotate and stuff like that. It doesn't work. You need to pick your best team. So your best front three, your best back four, and your best midfield. And you play that most of the time because you need chemistry. You know, if you keep rotating, you can't get the chemistry of players. You want to build up a bit of chemistry there. Liverpool just got to work out their best front three. For me, at the moment, it probably looks like Luis Diaz because he's a maverick. You know, he does his own thing. You got Salah because he's Salah, and I'd have Gakpo through the middle. I literally think Diaz and Salah work better with a Gakpo-like striker in the forward line. So that'd be my front three, guys. I don't know about you guys, but that'd probably be my front three to start the season. I do like Jota though, but the thing with Jota, right? Jota is a quality footballer, but my God, Jota when he's not having a good game is really bad. There's no like in between with Jota, is there? I've found that with Jota lately. When Jota's really good, he's really good. When Jota's not having a good game, he's like really bad. There's no in between. Jota cannot have an average game. He's either excellent or terrible. And that's the thing with Jota. And it's no disrespect to him. That's just the way he plays. But usually most of the time in his Liverpool career, he's had good games. So I'm not going to go with him. Robbo was dog shy. Yeah, we're going to have a Robbo discussion, man. Diaz goal, Sabozlai McAllister's a salad to Diaz goal with season contender. Big up, Liverpool clone. Yeah, that Diaz goal was fantastic yesterday. The build-up play, the movement, and the passing was crisp and precise. And Salah's assist. Salah's an all-round player now. He's just an all-round player. He's a tremendous footballer. Yeah, it was a great goal, man. It was a great goal, no doubt about it. True many online, you know. True many online. Could you imagine? Lavia can still chill Chelsea. Don't be too excited. Yeah, man, I'm going to get excited. What, you know, I'm still going to get excited. Looking forward to when our players are in their own positions. Yeah, that is a thing as well. We've got to start playing players in their right positions. Now, is that all on Klopp? I mean, we haven't got the players in yet, so he's moving things around. I like to see where the team sits when we I like to see where the team sits when we get all our players in. You know, then we'll have a better discussion. I think. Then we'll have a better talk. Sorry, I'm just watching some Lavia highlights on Twitter. Man, that's quality, you know. He really does look quality. He's a special player, man. He's a special player. The way he picks up the ball, the way he can move with the ball and pass the ball as well. Yeah, sorry guys. I got caught out there. I was just watching some Lavia highlights on Twitter. Man, that's a player. I don't want players that don't want to play for Liverpool. Not now, not ever. I agree, Vic. I'm with you, man. I made that talk. I think I had when I had K-Mac and who was it? Albert on the channel, weren't it? And I was talking about that. I just want players that want to play for us, man. Breaking news: Liverpool's recruitment team don't have a Scooby-Doo. Probably do. Bro, I hate Tchouameni talk already. Rejected us, man. Yeah, look, that is a fair point. It's a fair point. He did reject us. Now, I've seen nothing on this Tchouameni stuff, so I don't know where it's coming from, but I've not seen anything on Tchouameni so far. Some breaking news, though. Oxlade-Chamberlain has signed for Besiktas on a 3-year deal. So big up Oxlade-Chamberlain, now in Turkey on a 3-year deal at Besiktas. I hope the Ox can have a good career out in Turkey and he gets back to playing the way he wants to play. I'm seeing people on Twitter going mad. Why are we paying 60 million for Lavia? I said it 10 days ago. People need to watch my channel. I said it 10 days ago. Southampton want close to 60 million for him. When are people going to start believing me? Massive thing here with Neymar. Neymar could be on his way to Saudi Arabia. Why? I mean, since leaving, he should never have left Barcelona. Weird. Apparently, Brighton have already reached an agreement for their new player as well as their Caicedo replacement. Kepa's gone to Real Madrid. It's a weird one. I don't see any more news at the moment. Things are developing quickly on the Lavia situation. It's not over for Liverpool, apparently. That was 51 minutes ago, but we've had news since then. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's all going on. You guys get any news? You know what to do if you're following me on Twitter. DM me with that news and we'll read it out. Lavia could still reject us. At the moment, he can't. I mean, we've got the only bidding for him at the moment, so we'll see how things go. But I think it's we should get Lavia in, man. We should be able to get Lavia in. We really should. We still have Liverpool still have a chance to sign Caicedo if Lavia changes his name to Caicedo. Big up Bruno in the house. How you doing, my man? We have been dreadful. We have been dreadful since the 1st of July. We have been dreadful. We had 4 weeks to do deals and we've just been messing around. I agree with that. Guys, don't get me wrong. I might be a bit hyped, but we have been shocking. You know, I mean, I've spoken to Bruno many times. We both loved the transfer of McAllister and Szoboszlai. 2 great transfers, but then it went quiet. We're done them early, and then the whole of July was quiet. And what is it now? Like the 2nd week of August. It's the 14th of August. You know, it's been silly. It's been really silly what we've been doing. We should have got Lavia in 2 weeks ago. Should have been done and dusted, and he should have played against Chelsea yesterday. And then still gone for Caicedo. That would have been ambition. I mean, if we got Lavia in 2 weeks ago and the club still went for Caicedo, I'd be all right, you're showing ambition. They still showed ambition a little bit for actually putting a bid in for Caicedo. And now they're showing ambition again by actually going to 60 million for Lavia. So I'll give them the credit for doing it, but it should have been done 2 weeks ago at the latest. You know, it should have been done 2 weeks ago at least. So credit on one side, but then I've got to take some of that credit away because you just messed around for so long. Lavia on his way, mate. Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully we get Lavia here we go or something like that, and we can have a good time. Hopefully, we get this Lavia deal sorted. I can be back later today, and yeah, like and subscribe, guys. Psychedelic he's a coffee man in the morning. Yeah, let me know, guys. So this morning show will be happening every single day, Monday to Friday. We'll be doing a 10 a.m. morning show, guys. Probably going to end up calling it the Jamie Phillips Coffee Mornings. So, yeah. So what I want everyone to do going forward from now on, every morning at 10 a.m., get your tea or your coffee, your breakfast ready, tune into the channel, and we'll just go have a chat. There's going to be no ranting or raving. It's going to be just nice chats like this, guys. Nice talks. We're going to talk everything Liverpool Football Club. We're going to go through the newspapers. You know, that's what we're going to do as well. We're going to go through the newspapers, look at the latest gossip and headlines from Liverpool Football Club or any other football club going at that matter at the time that catches our eye that we can chat about for a bit. We're going to talk about like academy players as well. I want to start talking about the academy and highlighting some academy players that we should be looking at. Maybe doing a spotlight on players sometimes. You know, looking at a player in the squad and doing a spotlight on that player and talking about that player and just having a good chat, guys. So if you're up for that, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Proper English breakfast, big hug drunk Vigo. Webby's a Jack Daniels man in the morning, you know. So there had some fruit. Bruno had some porridge. Jack Daniels, you know. Paul's a green tea man. Bases tea and the occasional beer. Not in the morning, man, hopefully. Harry says he's everyone wrote some reports on Twitter, my man. I think Dave woke up. Morning, Jamie. Positive news on LAVIA, and I love both coffee and tea. But right now, I'm having a Twinings tea. Oh, you can't beat a Twinings tea. That is the best tea of choice, my friend. Best tea of choice. Ends man's green tea all day. Ends shock me. Green tea all day, Ends, eh? Big up to you, my man. Big up to you. We're playing poker with ourselves. we are as well, aren't we? We are literally playing poker with ourselves. We need the DM was awful yesterday. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Big up Danny Thomas in the house. Big up Jamie's. Seems like great news if it's true. We signed a proper CDM, overpaid for his service. FSG. All right, good. Have got him for 50 million, but got 10 mil. It's called Karma Payback. Mickey Mouse business. Yeah, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Great chat. Terry says, in what world can Chelsea sign Lavia now after spending 150 million? I swear if they get away with that, I'm done watching Premier League. May as well watch the Saudi League. There's no difference, man. No difference. Andrew's in the house as well. Sabozai was impressive. I've seen McAllister was incredible. I think Lavia comes and Lavia Max Sabozai will cook. Yeah, it would be a great midfield three. Chad, big up to you, my friend. I think Caicedo wants a new contract in 2 years. Perhaps there's a release clause in place. Him and his agent want freedom to leave in the future. Watch Chelsea lose money in the end. I could be wrong. That's a great comment, man. Big up to you. God, I am so behind the chat. I do apologise, guys. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. Got 280 in here right now. Go and hit that like button. Subscribe if you know. All that good stuff, guys. And try and get the likes closer to 200 if we can. We're on 159 right now. If you've not hit that like button yet, guys, what are you waiting for? Go and press that fun button right underneath the video. Go and give this video a like. Let's try and get them likes up to 200. Let's try and get them likes up to 200. We're on 161, 162 right now. Go and smash that like button. Big up Joyce. Big up John in the house. Who's next if we get Lavia? I think Liverpool looking at defender. There was rumours last night that Liverpool want to sign 2 players before the 1st of September, one being a defensive midfielder and one being a centre-back. So we will see. Be up Mark. Reports of a 60 million deal accepted by Lavia. For Lavia, sorry. Still need another midfielder so we don't put pressure on Lavia. Yeah, I would like 2 midfielders and a centre back, but I think it's just going to be 1 midfielder and a centre back. And we'll talk about it on. Look, as soon as the transfer deadline is finished, guys, we will chat about the business that we have done. I game FTW. I see Lavia choosing Liverpool just because he's guaranteed playing time. Then he's likely benched at Chelsea. I agree. I agree with that. Jerry James said we have bid 60 million for Lavia. They have expected. Why didn't we just pay 50? I've been saying for about 10 days now that Southampton want Lavia for 60 million. It was always going to be 60 million, I do believe. That's why Chelsea went up to 55 in their bid. Lavia agreed 60 million. Big up Frank in the house as well. Frank, I'll be on your show on Friday, my friend. Don't forget to send me the link on Friday, Frank. Gakpo unlocks the wingers where Nunes and Jota need the support for goals. I agree. That's why I think Gakpo's best in that position right now. Jamie, do you start Nunes next game or when Salah goes to Africa? I would. I'll probably still not. No, I'll probably start Gakpo in his forward position. If we do get Lavia in, he'll play against Bournemouth. Yeah. If we bloody hurry up and do the transfer, he'll play against Bournemouth. And then I'll probably have Lavia, McAllister, Szoboszlai in the midfield. I'd have Gakpo in the number 9, and then Diaz and Salah. That'd be mine, man. Big up Nicholas in the chat. Fans last week saying we're paying what it takes for Lavia. Now that we've agreed a fee more than what he wanted last week, we're still complaining. Big up Nicholas. Oh, I love Nicholas. Well, man. Neymar gone to Al Ahly, done deal. That's just madness to me. I don't get it. Jamie, how many good balls? Jamie, how many good balls our attack got yesterday? 0. Yeah, that was the thing. McAllister and Szoboszlai couldn't play their more natural game because they had to sit back a little bit and defend more because we got no DM. This is what hopefully will happen. If we get Lavia in as a natural DM, he can sit in that position and it releases McAllister and Szoboszlai to get further forward and create more for the attacking. So, yeah, let's hope that happens. Big up Gareth Newbie, Lavia 60 mil. Yeah, apparently is. Big up Andy in the chat. And Daryl 2 to 5. That basically makes him a cert. Big up Daryl. Yeah, I don't like loans either. People saying loans in the chat now. Loans, no, not good. Lavia, don't let us down, please. Matt Donald, big up to you. Big up Harry in the chat as well. You're doing well, man. Klopp needs to play CDM. He's got some energy left. Yeah, big up Frank. I'll see you Friday, man. What does all the players? What does all our players mean? When will it happen? Who are the remaining players coming in? I don't know the remaining. I think Lavia will be one of the defender. What I don't want us to do anymore. I don't know about you guys in the chat. This might be a bit. This might be a. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't want us to play Trent inverted anymore. Now Trent after the game. I think I've got some quotes here. Let me look for some quotes from Trent here. I found some quotes from Trent about Trent after the game. Let me just see if I've got them here. Let me have a look where they are. Yeah, because I've got these quotes from Trent Alexander-Arnold asked by Daniel Sturridge if he fancies a permanent midfield role. Trent responded in quotations, "It's something I'd be up for. It's something I enjoy playing, but it's not my decision. If and when that decision comes, and I'm sure I'll learn on the job and try and make it work." So to me, that sounds like he really wants to play midfield. It sounds like he wants to play in midfield. So that's an interesting one. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I just want Liverpool go back to 4 at the back. I don't want no inverted stuff. I think you either got to play Trent. You either got to play Trent in. You either got to play Trent in midfield, and just do it and buy a right back, or just play him as right back and don't do it inverted because it don't help us defensively. Lavia favours the move to Chelsea as Caicedo saga appears to repeat itself. This is Peter Kenny Jones in The Guardian. Liverpool and Chelsea, mate. Like, this article could have been written yesterday, to be fair, because it is what 11:08 in the morning. So I'm going to gather this article probably was writ up last night or early this morning before the news broke. Yeah, because this article that people were talking about, Lavia favours the move to Chelsea. I think that article might have been written last night, but who knows? As Paul of Jake's side of the Guardian, Liverpool have agreed a deal worth 60 million from Southampton. Midfielder Murray Chelsea also trying to sign Lavia, and Liverpool must convince the 19-year-old to move to Anfield. The worry for Klopp, though, that he will be indications that Lavia favours. Oh, there may be indications. See, this is where headlines don't really tell the truth, guys. So that's why never just read the headlines, read the article. The worry for Klopp, though, will be that there are indications that Lavia might favour a move to Chelsea. So he's guessing, basically. He's basically guessing. He hasn't a Scooby. All right. Darmish from Sky Sports has tweeted out Liverpool have an agreement worth 60 million place. Chelsea still working on agreement of their own. Go away, Chelsea! Go away! Just go away. Apparently, Terry from the Terrorist, the football terrorist, has said an agreement between Chelsea and Southampton and Lavia is close. Liverpool are not out of the race yet and has agreed a 60 million deal with Southampton. So it's not close because Chelsea have not bid for Caicedo yet. So people make up things as they go along. Romero Lavia has indicated his desire to move to Chelsea, says Tom Roddy. I bet Tom Roddy is a Chelsea reporter. Yeah, there you go. Liverpool has indicated his move to Chelsea. Basically, I bet Chelsea are going to offer him ridiculous wages. Wow, if we lose out to Lavia to Chelsea, this would be mad. Romero Lavia has indicated that he prefers a move to Chelsea. Things seem to be moving quickly on this transfer front now. Yeah, it's a mad one, man. Yeah, it's a mad one, guys. It's a mad one. I'm not sure how everyone feels about this, but I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Football terrorists are saying Lavia deal agreed with Chelsea. Got Ben Jacobs on right now, and Ben Jacobs literally just tweeted out that Liverpool have already agreed a deal. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's madness. It's madness up here. Mention the wages. It's a money sort of scenario. Frankie, I definitely want to come on. Jamie, inside news. Hope it's reliable, but 2 of our scouts are in Brazil to find his scout Andre. Yeah, hopefully that one good. Credit to FSG for putting up the cash, but the planning was embarrassing. Awful execution. I agree. FS chair knows keeping quiet as LFC, not sourcing them as they believe Lavia wants Chelsea after the actions recently. Probably, man. I'd rather Lavia Caicedo anyway. There's some people in here. Coffee or a cup of tea, says Drew. Drives on the juice. Odd change, Jamie. Now Lavia is 1-2 for Chelsea. Oh, man. Forget academy players are too far. Great news about your morning show. It's knock-off time for me and Mongolia. Big up Storm and Teacup. Jamie, do you think we should have had a penny yesterday and you're drinking coffee? Yeah, I do. Big up the rest of the chat. This freight. Oh man. This is mad. This is mad. I'll probably be back later, guys, with more on this. Yeah, 200 likes is the target, guys. Let's hit that. Valverde and Barella to Liverpool. Could you imagine? Big up Jen in the chat as well. Sounds like Hesio and Lavia, says Drew. What centre back? I don't know, man. I think Liverpool are after a young centre back. I'll be back on later if there's any more news on this Lavia front. Big up Jem for the super sticker. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Jen's been a member for 7 months now. Big up to Jen. Thank you very much. I appreciate the appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well this morning, Jen. The way we and Chelsea are behaving is like the only DMs in the world I can say. Lavia. Yeah, I know, it's mad, ain't it? Hopefully Liverpool got more up their sleeves though. TD, do you back Trent as an 34 back or right back, or should he move into midfield and sign a new right back? I believe Trent should move into midfield and we sign a right back. I think Klopp's not sure on it. I think Klopp's not sure on where Trent should play. I think he thinks he can be a midfielder in the future, but at this moment in time, I think he thinks Trent is more of a right back. So he's going to leave Trent in that right back position, but I don't want him inverted because it doesn't help us defensively. And if we do get a defensive midfielder, you don't have to have him inverted then. Just go back to having him as a right back. Because the problem is Robbo can't play this inside left centre-back position. He just can't do it. He has no idea what he's doing out there. Just play Robbo as a left back. It's ruining everything. Playing Trent inverted is now ruining Robbo's game, and it's making us defensively more weak. So just play a normal back four. Play a normal back four, in my opinion. Big up for subscriber David Bowden. Big up to you. Thank you very much. Big up to all the new subs, guys. I do appreciate it. Love you. Jen says, big up, Jane. Thanks for all you do. Thank you very much, Jen. I appreciate it. Oh, bloody hell. I'm so behind the chat. You guys are busy this morning in chat. Nunes Salah have been a good combo pre-season. Yeah, exactly. Robbo Lavia has indicated he's either move to Chelsea. Yeah, if that's true, that's a real kick in the teeth, man. It's a real kick in the teeth if that becomes a reality. Real kick in the teeth. Jamie Trent is wasting his potential at right back. I agree. I think he should be in midfield. Yeah, lots of reports for preferring Chelsea now. That's the only reason he's preferring Chelsea if he's seen what Chelsea are offering him, in my opinion. The only reason he's going to prefer Chelsea now is because he's seen what Chelsea are offering him, and that would be my only that would be my opinion on that, because he's preferred Liverpool this whole time. So, and I don't blame him as well. Look, I'm not saying he's greedy or anything. I don't blame him. Go and make your money, man. So I say footballers deserve to get paid. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how this one goes. This could be played out. I think this will be played out by the end of the day. I think by the end of the day, this transfer probably will be done one way or another. Apparently, this is not Liverpool news, but Man City are preparing to offer West Ham £90 million for Lucas Paqueta. 90 million for Lucas Paqueta. It's just mad. Why? That's just madness to me. It makes this transfer market is mad. Neymar has officially gone to Saudi Arabia. Neymar to El Hali, here we go. After a new, huge bid revealed 2 days ago, documents now approved, all parties involved. Neymar travelled to Saudi this week, 2-year contract. Where's the number 10? PSG are set to receive a bit less than the £100 million fee. Medical to be completed today. Yeah, I'd like to see the wages he's on. Jesus Christ. Go and make your money, I suppose. Liverpool agreed a deal for 60 million. Yeah. A lot of news. People are saying Liverpool should be all over Laporte. What are people thinking of that? As a defender, should Liverpool go for Laporte from Man City? I think City will sell him because they got Gareth Darwin now. What do you reckon? Should Liverpool be all over Laporte as a defensive option? Terry's a clickbait bot. A lot of fake news, says Luke. Big up, Luke, in the chat. You're doing well, mate. Yeah, that's the thing. We bid 60 million. So Chelsea going to have to bid 65 to 70 million for Lavia if they want him. How can they do that? They're just paying 115 million. And they need a goalkeeper. And what I can tell, they probably still need a striker. It's just mad. Do you think we can change that for silverware with any other centre back partnership other than Carter and Verge? With the cups, it all depends. Cups, it all depends who you get each round. If you have very good draws all the rounds, you can get to a semi-final without playing a Premier League team. Then maybe, do you know what I mean? But probably not. Lavia is in London. Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, it's a shame. Grizza said Klopp has spoke to Lavia. I agree with get to Rams as ends. Look, it's a shame if this is what happens, but I don't know. I don't know. Like that, I want to ram. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that, Ends. I hear that. It's so annoying. I think Lavia will go to Chelsea, says Len. No, says Ends. Jamie, do you think John Henry was up to something yesterday by being at the game also? Who else do you think we'll go for? I don't really know. To both questions, I don't know. It looks like it's Lavia or no one at this point, and I hope that ain't true. I really do hope that ain't true. But it looks like it might be Lavia or nobody, and if it is, then his owners have got to go. It's as simple as that. They cannot leave Klopp without a defensive midfielder. They just can't. They just can't leave him without a midfielder. So, Jen's like, sod off Chelsea. Jesus. Big up John in the chat. You're doing well, mate. If I was Lavia, I'd tell us go do one. That would hurt him more than Caicedo, to be honest. Yeah, I don't blame him either. I don't really blame Caicedo or Lavia on any of this. Morning, Jamie. He will still want to come to us after we went for Caicedo. We had to do the deal 2 weeks ago. Hope we get him. Yeah, that's what I said 2 weeks ago. They should have been done. We got Weeks in the chat. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing good. Oh, it's just it just gets so irritating, don't it? It really does get irritating by, you know, I'm looking. They got the thing Lavia's got to look at as well is that they got Caicedo and Enzo there. Where Lavia is just going to be more of a squad player. Where if he comes to Liverpool, he's guaranteed to play every single week. This is the thing as well that Lavia's got to take in consideration, which tells me he's going to Chelsea because Chelsea are offering him more money. It's as simple as that. I'd like to see what Chelsea are offering him because we're talking about a 19-year-old here. We're talking about a 19-year-old. If they're offering him 200 grand a week for a 19-year-old, I'm sorry, the world's done. Football's finished. Football is literally finished. If they're offering anywhere near like that kind of wages for a 19-year-old, I'm like, it's mad. Football's done if that's the case. So an exclusive here. Liverpool's owners flew in for talks with the Premier League for a classification for Chelsea for being closely looked at with spending. Liverpool do not believe Chelsea's 800 million spend over the last 3 windows can comply with Premier League rules. Liverpool prepared information to officially report Chelsea to the Premier League if they get confidence from talks. Oh, don't go down that route. Oh, don't go down that route. Please don't do that. It makes us look like a bitch. Now, I'll read that out again to you. Exclusive. Liverpool owners flew in for talks with the Premier League for clarification. Chelsea are being closely looked at with their spending. Liverpool do not believe Chelsea's 800 million spend over the last 3 transfer windows can comply with Premier League rules. Liverpool prepared information to officially report Chelsea to the Premier League if they can get confidence from talks. Surely that's not true. Surely that's not true. Surely that's not true. That's just madness, man. Absolute madness if that's true. That's just going to make you frustrated, FSG. Why bother? You know, you're not going to get anything out of it. Just leave it, man. Just leave it, man. Just leave it. I'm trying to look if there's any more news. I don't think there is. Yeah, that's the news going around at the moment. Liverpool are looking to report Chelsea to the Premier League. Oh, for fuck's sake, don't do that. Don't go be a snitch. I don't want us to be snitches, man. Maximilian, not sure how we can blame FSG for this one. Big up Maximilian. If Chelsea land Caicedo, they will take Bowley spending to 887 million. It's mad. It's just mad. This is nuts. What's your take on Liverpool dropping out of Bellingham race due to the price tag, but they're offering 115 million for Caicedo? I don't think they had the money till they sold Henderson and Fabinho, to be fair. I think Klopp made light of that. I think with the selling of Henderson and Fabinho, they had more money to spend because it freed wages up as well. I don't think they had that before Bellingham. Who knows, though? Could be out of bullshit. I don't know. I'm confused by this whole bloody club now. I don't know. I really don't know. If we can get Lavia, if we can do this Lavia deal, I'm going to be much happier. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, I just don't want us being snitches, you know. It just looks silly. It just looks like we couldn't get a deal done, so then we're going to grass Chelsea up to the Premier League. That's what it looks like. It makes us. I don't want to be part of that. Just get on with it. We know what we know. We know what we know. We know teams cheat. Teams find loopholes. Just find the loop. Look, FSG, go and find the same loophole. Just go and find the same loophole Chelsea have done and do that. Just don't be a snitch, man. I don't want no part of snitches, man. All I want Chelsea to get done for it. You know what I mean? Then, yeah, FSG's moving mad. George Schmack moves at a sloth's pace. I don't even know what the point of him is. I don't know why we hired the geezer. I could have done the sporting director's job. He just gave it to me. Could have just done it to me, man. The problem is, and now reliable reports are emerging that Lavia prefers Chelsea due to his relationship with Joe Shields. When did that happen? When did that happen? Oh, for goodness sake. So reports are now coming out. The reason Lavia prefers to move to Chelsea is due to his relationship with Joe Shields, yeah? But why did Lavia always say he wants to go to Liverpool in other reports? He knows Joe Shields works at Chelsea. What was the... Oh, for goodness sake. It's like we've been lied to constantly. Oh, for goodness sake. Let me click on this article and read it. Liverpool dealt blind Romeo Lavia pursuit as conflicting accounts emerge of players' preferred destination. It was believed today could be the day of rest for Liverpool fans in transfer market bedlam, but we woke up to news that the Reds have submitted a £60 million offer for Lavia. Liverpool have had other bids rejected earlier in this window, the last bid of £46 million. An increase of £14 million was added on that today, as reported by The Guardian. The Times has now reported that Romero Lavia is believed to be favouring a move to Chelsea, despite some reports stating otherwise all summer. Chelsea remain interested in signing 19-year-old midfielder Lavia from Southampton. Both Chelsea and Liverpool have had bids rejected for Lavia. Liverpool have been willing to go to £60 million, but the player has understood that he's indicated his desire to move to Stamford Bridge. Lavia is close to Chelsea co-director and recruitment of talent Joe Shields, who was driving the force in Southampton, signing him from Man City last summer. Shields moved to Southampton's head of senior recruitment last summer after years at City as academy scouting manager, but was poached by Chelsea in October. If Liverpool missed out on their second target at Chelsea in the many days, it will be a crippling blow. Oh, for Pete's sake. Just end it. End my misery. End my damn misery. End my damn misery. Kingston says it sounds like BS. Jen says rubbish, sorry. I'm not believing nothing. Lavia will get double wages at Chelsea. Yeah, why can't they just admit that? That's the real truth. Right there, what Gory says. That is the real truth right there. Because all we've heard the last 2 weeks is that Lavia wants to join Liverpool. Lavia wants to join Liverpool. Lavia preferred destination Liverpool. We heard it yesterday, 24 hours ago. We heard Lavia's still preferred destination, if it can be, is Liverpool. And all of a sudden, his preferred destination is Chelsea because he's always like Joe Shields. Nah, there's the real truth. What Gory's putting down there. That's the real truth. That's the real truth. That's the real truth. That's the real truth. Do Liverpool ditch Lavia? Yeah, but even 24 hours ago, even yesterday, reports were coming out from Lavia's camp. The same reporters that are reporting differently today said that Lavia still's final destination wants to be Liverpool. This is what I'm saying. It's the money thing, man. Money talks, you know. Yeah, Liverpool should have bid for him all day long, but our owners wouldn't. They're pathetic. Lavia doesn't want us. Words are cheap, yeah, man. Yeah, so these contracts they give out, it's madness. I thought FIFA banned them from being 8 years, but I don't know. We brought this onto ourselves. I agree. There'll be blood on John W.'s neck if we don't strengthen the midfield and defence. I agree, Bruno. Things have to be done, man. I don't know if we walked away from the Lavia deal. We apparently agreed a £60 million fee. It's now up to... It's now up to Chelsea to bid more than 60 million for Lavia. Oh, man. It's a money situation at the end of the day. It's a money situation. Again, I want to read this out because this is now doing the rounds. Exclusive Liverpool's owners flew in for talks with the Premier League for classification. Chelsea are being closely looked at with their spending. Liverpool do not believe Chelsea's 800 million spent in the last 3 windows can comply with Premier League rules. Liverpool are prepared information to officially report Chelsea to the Premier League if they get confidence from talks. Yeah, that's just mad. That's just I don't want that to happen. It shouldn't have to happen anyway. The Premier League should just be looking at this anyway. This is my thing. No one needs to grass Chelsea up, because at the end of the day, the Premier League should be doing their job and seeing this for themselves. I mean, it's not like no one needs to grass them up. It's mad. So apparently Lavia wants Chelsea. We'll see. I'd love to know how much they go offer Lavia a week. That's what I want to see. I want to see how much they are offering Lavia a week. If it's close to 200 grand a week, then go to Chelsea. I ain't paying a 19-year-old 200 grand a week. What is coming on in this world, man? Yeah, but let's stay calm, guys. Let's see what happens, yeah? I mean, the reports so far are coming from more Chelsea-based journalists. That's where the reports are coming so far, mostly from Chelsea-based journalists. Ben Jacobs, who's a Chelsea fan, I believe, and Chelsea journalist, he's not really said that so far. He's just said that Liverpool have agreed a deal. So, and he may prefer a move to Chelsea. Yeah, I don't believe all this stuff that because of Joe Shields is at Chelsea, that's why Lavia wants to go there. He's not going to play for Joe Shields. Joe Shields is a sporting director, not the coach or manager. What's that bloody matter? The sporting director. He ain't playing for Shields. That makes no sense. No sense at all. No sense. Until Paul Joyce and David Winston come in on keeping still. Yeah, exactly. So Matt Law, yeah, exactly. The Belgian journo said he still wants us, yeah. Yeah, the Belgian journo might know a bit more because obviously being Belgium and all that. Lavia being Belgium. Let's hope it comes to nothing, because I really, really want Lavia. I hope this happens, because Lavia is a quality player, you know. I think I really, really do rate Lavia. But Liverpool are in a mess at the moment. There is no doubt about that, guys. No doubt about that. We are a massive mess. Absolutely massive mess. Oh, is he a Leicester fan? He just does a lot of Chelsea stuff, don't he? I think that's what it was. Or he just reports on a lot of Chelsea stuff. Okay, fair enough. I'll take it back, Ben Jacobs. You're all right then if you're a Leicester fan. I thought someone told me he was a Chelsea fan. That was all. Yeah, let's wait till we get the Einstein bomb, and then we're ready to go. Nothing. James Pearce ain't said nothing. No Liverpool journo have said anything yet. That's the thing, guys. All the Liverpool journos are quiet. I mean, Dave O'Connor said a few things, but the rest of all the Liverpool journos, nothing's come out this morning from every Liverpool journo. Most of the journos are Chelsea journos at the moment that are coming out of everything. So we will wait and see, guys. We'll wait and see. But at the moment, nothing's coming out. Man City and Chelsea have had their set of rules, how much money they can spend. The problem also give the FA plenty of brand envelopes, you know. FSG must have learned Caicedo fiasco. That's a great point by Andy. That is a great point by Andy. They must have had some reassurances from Lavia that he wants to come to Liverpool. This is a great point, because they just got absolutely humiliated with the Caicedo deal. Egg on their faces by not agreeing a deal with the player first. So they must have massive reassurances from Lavia and his camp that he wants to come to Liverpool to put in this deal in. Because if they haven't, and they've made the same mistake again, with LAVIA like they did with Caicedo, where he prefers the other team, and we put a bid in the way, that's absolutely nuts. They can't make the same mistake in 24 hours, surely. Surely. So, Andy, that's a good point from Andy there. It's a good point. Paul says, if he doesn't want to put the red shirt on, then we should move on. Don't want players who doesn't want to play for the football club. I agree. Big up Liz in the chat. How you doing well, Liz? Good to see you here. Grizz was saying journalists keep quiet since they're not confident. Maybe. Look, if LAVIA goes to Chelsea, I do believe this is the player we get. I literally do. I think Liverpool will get Sangare. If Liverpool can't get LAVIA, I think Liverpool go and get Sangare. He's got a 32 million buyout clause. Easy. 32 million as well, pound. I think it's like 35 million euros. This will be a Liverpool get. I guarantee you. Big up SSB 28. I think that's who Liverpool go and get if they can't get LAVIA. Apparently, yeah. Apparently, the bid is official. That's what I was just. That is what I was just looking at. Sangare could suit us, yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks like he's definitely going. Yeah, Sangare 6'3" as well. Yeah, he's a beast, man. Plus, yeah, and that's another thing that Andy says here. We were told that LAVIA and Liverpool agreed personal terms ages ago, and that weren't a problem. I believe we were told. Oh, here we go. I knew it. I knew this was the case. Right, here we go. I knew this was the case. All that Paul Shields stuff and all that, that's why LAVIA wants to go there, is all bullshit. Here's the real truth. Apparently, Chelsea have offered a longer contract and higher wages, plus a higher, huge agent fee. That is the reason. So it weren't anything to do about his former sporting director from Southampton or any of that nonsense. Chelsea have offered much, much bigger wages, longer contracts, and a higher agent fee. When are they going to get reported? When? When is the reporting going to happen? Fuck it. FSG, go and grasp them up. Let's do this. I'm with FSG now. Go and grasp them up. I'm pissed off, man. I've had enough of. I'm starting to hate football. I'm really, really starting to hate football. It is so ridiculous now. If a 19-year-old is getting 200 grand a week, I'm done. I don't care how good you are. Football is getting stupid. Absolutely stupid. It's getting ridiculous. Teams are offering money and not getting. What's the point of rules, man? What is the point of rules? What is the point of rules? Like, seriously. What is the point? What is the point of rules? Why bring in FFP? Why bring in the Premier League, them Premier League rules about sustainability and all that? Why bring these rules in when you're not going to do anything about it? How can you spend over 823 million in free transfer windows and then give out these 9-year contracts and put them on these massive 9-year contracts on massive wages? I don't get it. Because I can guarantee you one thing. If Liverpool did this, I bet you any money whatsoever, if Liverpool did this, we'd get banned. I bet you we'd get punished. If Liverpool went and did this tomorrow and decided, right, let's just do what Chelsea do. Get 9-year deals, pay loads of money, pay over the odds for everyone, find all the loopholes, right? I bet you any money FFP do Liverpool. It's just mad. I wish people just come out and tell the truth. Just come out and tell the truth. Don't say I'm going to Chelsea because of Paul Shields, my sporting director from Southampton. Just tell the truth. I've got no problem you going for the money. I've got no problem. Just tell the truth, man. Just tell the truth. Don't really care about what you get paid. Just tell the truth, man. Don't lie. And his agent getting a massive agent's fee. Shock. Yeah. It's just mad. It's just mad. It's ruining football. I don't care. It's just ruining football. This money is ruining football. It really is. And agents and all that. It's just doing me. It's not the game I love anymore. It really ain't. It's just it's becoming about now spending ridiculous money on good players. Okay, but I'm always fine with spending high end money on the best players. I've got no problem with that because I understand that that's always been the case in football since football's been around. Yeah, it's not just now. That's always been the case. Good players went for the best money, but just good players are now going for the best money. This is the problem. You're getting just good players are now going for world-class money. It's just ridiculous. And you can't compete. And what it does, if you're super rich, like Chelsea, like Man City, like PSG, like these teams, yeah, if you're super rich, the rules don't matter. Because if you get fined, or if you get suspended, or if you get points deducted, or you get a transfer ban, it doesn't matter because they've already spent the money on all them players. And then when them bans and suspensions and fines have stopped, they just go again. It don't matter because they're so rich. Don't affect them. And it's taking the piss out of football. It really is. It's taking the piss out of the sport. That's what it's doing. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I really don't. I wouldn't like it if it was Liverpool as well. If Liverpool did this as well, I wouldn't like it because it's taking the piss out of the sport. It really is. And everyone keeps going about, oh, no to the Super League, right? Does the Super League really look that bad now? In all seriousness, guys. You know, everyone was like, oh, I was FSG out since the Super League when they tried to come up with a Super League. Does the Super League look actually that bad now, guys, in comparison to what's going on in football? Does the Super League actually look that bad now? Because it don't to me. What's actually going on in football now, I've seen people like Anfield Agenda the other day going on about, I was out of FSG. I was FSG out since the Super League. What you're telling me, this ain't worse than the Super League. What's going on in football now is not worse than the Super League. You really think that? Mad. So I was saying it's already a Super League. Exactly. It's just it's your unofficial Super League. Yeah, exactly. It's just, and I've got no problem. I've said this on day one, guys. Before anyone comes at me and goes, I'm a bit of Liverpool fan or anything like that. I'm not. I've always said players should get what they want to earn. Yeah, I don't blame the players. I don't blame players trying to earn a living because they don't get a retirement package. It's a small career. Once your career's done, it's done. So I don't blame players earning money. I really don't. My problem is there's rules and regulations that you're meant to live by, right? And for me, the super rich don't live by them rules and regulations. The super wealthy don't live by them rules and regulations, and they can just do what they want constantly. And everyone said, don't do a Super League because it'll ruin football. It'll ruin the structure of football, having a Super League. If you're asking me right now, this is worse. It's simple. This is worse. This is worse. With a Super League, everyone's on the same level. Every team is on the same level that's in a Super League. This is worse for me. This is worse, and it's getting to a point where it's making me falling out of love with the game. It really is. And I'd be saying exactly the same thing if it was Liverpool. you know, spending over 200 grand on 19-year-olds and giving agencies ridiculous high money. Even as a Liverpool fan, I'll be sitting there because my political background and all that sort of stuff, I don't like all this in life general. So I'll be sitting there going, I don't really like this. I don't like the way we're becoming. I think it's not right, in my opinion. I'm a bit of a socialist at heart, a bit of a left winger at heart, but this is getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. There's rules and regulations for people. And again, I'm not blaming the players. Footballers have short careers and they should go and get their money. But at the same time, if Liverpool are offering Lavia a good deal at the same time at 19 years of age, and they're offering him a good deal, and his heart was on Liverpool to join the club, then he should join. But don't give me all this BS. Don't treat us like idiots. This is what I always say. Do not treat us fans like idiots. Because the only reason players are getting this money is because of us fans. Because we want to watch everything. We're so into football. We will buy and watch everything. That is why you're allowed to get paid what you're getting paid. So don't insult us fans. Don't come out in articles saying, oh, apparently the reason Lavia wants to join Chelsea is because of his former sporting director at Southampton that he's not going to play under because he's not the manager. Don't lie to us. Don't insult our intelligence. Go, just say, I prefer the package and the deal and the money that Chelsea are going to pay me. And I will go, I respect that. I respect the shit out of that. Don't insult us fans. That's what's really starting to irritate me in football. Us fans are the ones getting dealt the big blows. Don't insult us. Just say you're going for the money. We do understand. We don't care. We understand. Go for the money. Get your money. We don't care. But don't insult us. Don't come out with lies saying you want to go to Chelsea because of your former sporting director at Southampton that you knew for about 8 weeks. Don't lie. Don't lie to us. Just admit what you're doing. Just admit what you're doing, man. Just admit what you're doing. You know, just admit what you're doing and move on. You know, we go and find another player. Yeah, Liverpool, forget Lavia now. If he wants to go to Chelsea because they're going to give him more money, move on. Move on to the next player. You know, I can guarantee you right now, if Liverpool went to Lavia and his agent and went, whatever Chelsea are paying you, we're going to match. So if Liverpool went to Lavia and went, right, we're going to match your agent fee, your signing on fee, and your wages and your contract length. We're going to completely match it. And then Lavia still choose Chelsea. That's fair. Yeah. But if his heart was always set on Liverpool, this is why I'm getting angry about this, guys. His heart was set on Liverpool constantly. We got told he accepted terms to be a Liverpool player. And then we hear bull crap like Paul Shields is his sporting director and that's why he's wants to go to Chelsea. It's not. It's the money. Just admit it. Just admit it, man. Why would he come to us, though? Why wouldn't he? I mean, why wouldn't he? We're Liverpool. I mean, look, hopefully we still get Lavia. I hope we get Lavia. I really do, because he's a player. This is why I'm a bit upset about it. I'm more angry with the Lavia deal than I am the Caicedo deal. The Caicedo deal was like, we don't get him. Okay, I really want Lavia. I've been going for Lavia since day one. So this one hurts a little bit, and that's why I'm a bit upset by it. I ain't gonna lie, because I wanted Lavia since day one. That's the person I wanted for our team. because I can see that he would suit Liverpool to a T under Jurgen Klopp. I think he'd suit us more than Caicedo in some ways. But I weren't really worried about losing the bid to Caicedo to Chelsea. If we got him, I'd be ecstatic. But Lavia, I've been wanting Lavia since day one. Since I knew we was in for him, I've been like, yes, this is a kid who will suit us. I want this player. This is why this one hurts me a little bit. So if anyone's getting upset by the way I'm talking and all that, sorry if I've upset anyone. I just want Lavia, man. It just hurts me, this one, because he's chose the money. And look, I don't mind it, and I admit it. I agree with it. Choose the money, man. Go with it. I'm not bothered. Just don't lie to us. Don't lie and tell me it's your sporting director and that's why you want to go to Chelsea. Because that's bullshit. You know, that's bull. Yeah, and that's the other point. He's not going to be a first-team player at Chelsea. He'd play every week at Liverpool. If he wants to play football, then he'll join Liverpool, but he only wants the money and sit on the bench at Chelsea, then go. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, Caicedo and Enzo are going to play in a double pivot for Chelsea. That's what's going to happen. They're going to play Enzo and Caicedo together, and then they're going to play a more attacking-minded midfielder in front of them, right? Where Lavia is going to play every week for Liverpool. So do you take more playing time at a bigger football club in Liverpool under a better manager in Jurgen Klopp for a little less wages, or you take all the money in the world and your agent gets fed and you sit on bench for Chelsea? That's how you got to look at it. That's how you got to look at it. But I'm not Lavia, man. But you are right. We did treat Lavia like crap as well. So we did this to ourselves. We have done this to ourselves at the same time. We should have just bought Lavia 2 weeks ago. Like I keep saying, we should have bought Lavia 2 weeks ago instead of treating him like crap. So we have shot ourselves in the foot on this, and this is why I'm so upset about it, guys. This is why this one hurts me personally, because I wanted Lavia. I was desperately wanting Liverpool to buy Lavia, and the fact he's going to Chelsea now has really peed me off, especially because it is a money situation as well. Yeah. Charlie says he said the conditions were better at Chelsea, more time off. Yeah, exactly. We should have paid the 50 million in the first place. I agree. Jamie, it's not on Lavia at all. Oh, no, I'm not having a go at Lavia. I'm not having a go at Lavia at all. I've said Lavia, you get paid. Go and get paid. I'm not bothered about players getting paid. I really ain't. What bothers me is the money in football right now going around. That's what bothering me. But this one hurts because I wanted Lavia, man. You know, I wanted Lavia. Simple as that. We still have a chance with Lavia. Bowley only wants him to get over us. I think he does as well, you know. Decore from Palace is a decent player, but if we go from Caicedo, Lavia, and Decore, the fans are not going to give Decore a chance, and that's the problem. You know, that's the problem. Decore could turn out to be a good signing. Liverpool got to buy someone, though. Liverpool have got to buy someone. They really have. Liverpool got to buy someone. There's so many DMs in the world. Like I think someone just said Ryan says there. Is it the only 2 centre mids left in the world? Exactly. There's so many good centre mids CDMs out there. Liverpool got to find a number 6. They got to get a number 6 in before Bournemouth. Liverpool got to get a number 6 in before the weekend. It's as simple as that. This is a busy time for Liverpool now. Take the L on Lavia. Let Lavia go to Chelsea. I don't blame Lavia. Again, guys, I'm not blaming Lavia for taking the money. I really ain't. Just admit that. Don't say it's because of your sporting director that was at Southampton for 4 months. Don't say that. Don't come out with them articles saying I want to go to Chelsea because I've got a good relationship with the sporting director at Southampton for 4 months. Don't come out with them articles. Just come out and go, Chelsea are offering me a far better contract and my agent's going to get fed. Just tell us that and we're all like, okay, fair enough. Go and get your money, man. Don't bother me. What bothers me is the amount of money going around football. I've always said the best players in the world should get paid. The best players in the world should get paid. But good players are getting best in the world money now. And that is my issue. Don't take us fans as divs. Don't take us fans as divs. But again, this is Liverpool's own fault. Because they messed around with the kid. The kid probably did want to go to Liverpool in the first place and probably was like, no, Liverpool is the team I want to go to. But then we turned our back on him and he probably got pissed off by that. So I don't blame him at all. I do not blame him at all. Don't blame him at all. Don't blame him at all, man. Lavia, go and make your money, man. It's not on him. Football in general. Anyone but Sangare, I wouldn't be surprised that when we go and get scraps. We've been heavily linked with him in the last 24 hours. Wouldn't be surprised. He's got a £32 million release clause. It's easy done. Easy work for Liverpool to ring up PSV and go, yeah, we want to pay that release clause. It's done like that. It's only 32 million, man. It's far less than Lavia, far less than Caicedo. They got the money. It's easy to do. They get him in. Probably easy contract-wise as well. Wages and that wouldn't be a problem. It's an easy transfer, and that's why I reckon that one might happen. That's why I think this one might happen, Scraps. I don't know about you guys in the chat. I think that one might happen. Yeah, this could turn out like a Schumann and Bellingham fast. It certainly could, Frank. Caicedo's medical has begun. If we're going to pay 70 million for Lavia, we might as well get Fernando Luis for a similar price. Yeah, man. Apparently got scouts in South America looking at someone as we speak. Yeah, I think it's that Andre bloke from Brazil that we're interested in. I think we're going to get him in January. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Links channel, big up to you. Links channel, big up to you. Thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Lavia left Man City to play first team games. That he did. You know, City wanted to keep him, but he wanted to play first team football. He went to Southampton and played first team football. You know, it's just mad. I don't know what we're doing. I really don't know what we're doing. It's just madness. It's just madness. I don't know what we're doing. Benzia from AC Milan. Liverpool need to move on. He looks like Tyler Adams. I wouldn't mind Tyler Adams, but I want someone with Tyler Adams. Sangare and Ambrat move like trucks, not for me. I agree, but I think I think if we don't get Lavia and we walk away from this deal, which I think might happen now, then Sangare is easily done, guys. It's a £32 million release clause. Wages won't be a problem. They can have this done in 24 hours, this deal. This is easily done. They could have this deal done in 24 to 48 hours easily. Because it's a release clause. You just ring them up and tell PSV you go activate the release clause. They can't stop it. They go, okay, then you activate the release clause and you set up a medical. It can be done in 24 hours to 48 hours. It's a simple transfer. And Liverpool been linked with him for the last 24 hours as well, heavily linked with him. I wouldn't be surprised if that one gets done, man. Yeah, Liverpool not booking a medical is definitely the way. I just saw something that got my attention. It's goal, big up. Everyone wishing players of Chelsea bad. Childish. Check the new wage structure Chelsea have put down. Mudryk is 90, so Lavia's probably lower. If Lavia's going for lower than £90,000 a week, but what we just read is that he's going to Chelsea because of the more wages, the bigger contract, and agent fee and signing on fee. So there's no way Liverpool are offering less than 90 grand for him. So I don't know. I don't know about that one, but you might be right. I can only read what I've been told. The team's downfall and departure of Michael Edwards after this summer. I see why he left. The thing with Michael Edwards left because he only wanted to do 10 years. That's why he left. It won't actually do with anything else. I don't mind Decore, Jasmine. I just know for a fact that he will get pelted because he's not Lavia and he's not Caicedo. That's why. And he comes from Crystal Palace. But I think he's a bloody good footballer. But we're going to have to pay him well over the odds for him. We're going to have to pay well over the odds for him. But I'm with you. I like Decore. I don't think he's a bad player at all. But you know what football fans are like. They'll just go, player from Palace when we're going for Lavia, and you know what it's like. Sangare in that. So I don't think he's that slow either. I just don't know if he's mobile enough. That's all. Stalling for time, Jamie, so we don't have to spend any more money this window. Yeah, man. If we don't, I'm going down to Anfield with my FHG flag. Don't worry about that. Tyler Adams is injured. I think he's got a minor hamstring injury, but it shouldn't stop him having joining. Someone needs to have a word with Lavia. You're obviously sit on the bench to play football. Lavia wants to go, man. Let Lavia go. Let Lavia go. If he wants to go Chelsea, let him go. There's no problem with it. Again, as I keep saying, because I know people go clip this up and have a go at me and get in the comments after this video and slag me off and all that shit. I'm not having to go at footballers going to earn more money somewhere else. Footballers have got short careers. They deserve to go and get paid. My problem is the amount of money in football. That's my issue. That's my issue. No, honestly, he's not signed yet, man. Sangare's technical ability is very bad. Lavia, Kone. Yeah, I mean, the Kone stuff could happen again. West Ham in talks with Kudus. Oh. Exactly what I thought. Jamie reports Chelsea are offering high wages, longer contracts. Gabby Carmen got with Caicedo, unfortunately. I agree. So Chelsea against 70 million. Yeah, I mean, 70 million to Corey, no thanks. Real Madrid want Canate. Jesus Christ. There's a player from Monaco that we've been linked with Fofana. Why are we getting rejected by everyone? Wages. It's simple as that. It's money. It comes down to money and wages. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It comes down to wages. And that's, as I said, I don't blame footballers for getting paid because they've got short careers and no retirement package. So I don't blame footballers making their money. I hate the money in football. It's as simple as that. It's two different things for me. Again, people go clip this up and comment, Jamie's bitter and all that. I'm not. Players deserve to go and get paid. Get players paid. They've got short careers. So I don't blame footballers for choosing the money. But just say that. Just come out and say that. Be truthful. I've gone to Chelsea because they're offering me a better package. And I'll be like, all right, fine. That's my club's fault. They didn't offer you a better package. You would have come to Liverpool, fine. You've gone to Chelsea. I've got no problem with that. I've got a problem with the money in football. I've always said the best players in the world should get the best money in the world. But now good players are getting best money in the world. That's the problem. Big up, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we totally mugged him off, man. That's why I'm not blaming Lavia at all. Not blaming Lavia at all. Sangare is a Rodri build. The closer to get to the window, the more we'll have to pay for average players. Exactly. Let's just see what happens. We have panicking. We won't know officially yet. Yeah, good point. Good point. Sagare's got a worse touch and ball control than Darwin. Anyone saying this good, never seen him play. I'm telling you, big up Scraps. Jamie, we're all frustrated with football heading exactly. FSG just care about getting 5th place. Yeah, I agree. Fofana is better than Zangare's Hendo 0.2. Yeah, I mean Fofana, he's decent. Sangare, yeah, Sangare's a decent defensive midfielder. It's what everything else he does on the ball. That's the issue. But as I keep saying, this deal is easy for Liverpool to do, man. They could do this deal right now. They could literally phone up PSV and say, we'll go activate his release clause. Nothing PSV can do about it. Activate the release clause, they activate it. Then it's just doing a medical and a signing. It's easy to do. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if this thing happens. Do you think our wage structure is hurting our chances of signing big? Now, there's something about our wage structure. Apparently, our wage structure is very similar to a lot of top teams. Our players get paid well. Our players are not starving. Let's put it that way. The players Liverpool are the money Liverpool are paying the players at Liverpool. They're not starving. They're getting paid well. They're getting paid well. I don't think that's more of the problem. I just think what's happening in football now is good players want 200 grand a week and over. Where the 200 grand a week and over should really be for that top draw footballers. But good players now want that. That's where, and it don't matter if they're 20 years old, 21 years old, 22 years old, 19 years old. If they think they're good enough, they're going to demand that 200 grand a week and up. And that's the problem I'm at with football right now. So Liverpool are trying to get these 40, 50 million pound footballers, yeah? 60, 70 million pound footballers, but they all want 180, 150, 200 grand a week. And Liverpool don't want to pay that. I don't blame Liverpool for not wanting to pay that because it's outrageous. But that's the world we live in. You have to pay it. You have to pay it. So maybe it does need looking at, like you're saying, man. Maybe it does need looking at. I just don't like the way football's going money-wise. That's all it is. That's all it is. Big up K-Mac. Hope you're doing well. But we are so sloppy behind the scenes side. We are a joke as a club at the moment. Do you know how much of a joke we look at? We went for Caicedo in the 12th hour. Didn't get the job done. He wanted to go to Chelsea. We were trying to get Lavia all summer. And Lavia wanted to join Liverpool. Then we turned our back on him, went back for Caicedo. And now we went back to Lavia, grovelling, offered 60 million. That bid's got accepted, by the way. But Lavia prefers to go to Chelsea. We look like an idiot. We look like the biggest farce in football. We look a joke. And I wouldn't blame Jurgen Klopp if he walked. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't blame Jurgen Klopp if he decided to walk. If Jurgen Klopp wants to, I wouldn't blame him. I don't think anyone in the fan base would blame him either. If Jurgen decided that he wanted to leave, I wouldn't blame the guy at all. I really wouldn't let him go. If he wants to leave, I wouldn't blame the guy. Not one bit. Not one bit. He's getting fooled around at the moment. You know, what can he do? He needs a defensive midfielder. And we had one lined up with Lavia, but we turned our back on him and fooled him around. We took the mick out of him. It's just pathetic. I'm just hoping that we can get this deal done for Lavia. I'm hoping we can change Lavia's mind and he comes to Liverpool. I'm hoping that's the case because that would help so much. You know, that would help so much, but it is what it is at the moment. It is what it is. Yeah, Charlie, this is what I'm with Charlie here. I don't mind players getting paid money. It's when they're saying they're going for footballing reasons. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Just tell the truth. You're going to get a bet because the team is offering you a better package. Me and Charlie and everyone else in the chat, we'd understand that. We don't mind footballers getting paid. It's the lies. Big up Grant Ross. Jamie, mate, you're bang on. The money in football is ridiculous. It's nothing to do with the players. It's common in life to get the best financial deal you can for yourself and your family. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't blame these players, man. I don't blame Lavia. I don't blame Caicedo. I don't blame any player. I don't blame Neymar wanting to go to Saudi Arabia because he's going to pick up probably the best money of his life. I don't blame these players. What I blame is the money circulating in football at the moment. It's ruining the sport. It's ruining the sport. Because what's happening is that good players are going to teams just to sit on their bench because they're going to get paid so much and not play, where good players would go to a team and play more and just get a little bit less in money. But they're choosing the money, and I don't blame them, but it's ruining the game. And I would say this even if Liverpool had a Saudi owner and we were doing the same thing, I'd be like, yeah, it's all good that we're getting these players. And I do love it. Don't get me wrong. We're buying all these players and my morals have gone out the door. But at the end of the day, I still don't like the fact that we just can do that, if that makes sense. Just the way I am. That's the way I am in life as well. Not just about Liverpool. Not just about football. Chelsea will definitely be gone in 5 years. Now he gets done today. Yeah, if Chelsea really want him, they're going to have to get it done today, in my opinion. I don't know what George Schmack is doing. I don't know why we employed him. That's another fumble by FSG. Look, if Sangare, I wouldn't mind Sangare at the club because he's a defensive midfielder. He's what we need. It's a simple transfer to do. If I'm Liverpool, I'm just bunning this Lavia thing off right now. I'm phoning up PSV and I'm just getting this deal done. I'm just getting this deal done. Let's just move, man. Let's just move. We got Brett in the house. But I'm hoping we get Lavia. That's why I'm just a bit hurt, guys, because I really want Lavia. I really want Lavia, man. Let's not forget to say that I was dreaming of Arsenal in January. That is very true, man. Very true. Again, I'm not bothered if players get their heads swayed by money because they should pay. They should get paid. K-Max says ESPN right now claims that Liverpool has shown a keen interest in signing Sangare and could snap him up to just 32 million due to release clause his contract. It's what I've been saying. It's what I've been saying. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. No, Jamie, that appointment's on Klopp, man. Yeah, I didn't like to say it though because I don't want the hate to come on me. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna get the hate coming right at me if I mention that. So you know, Decore is better. Oh, I like Decore. Jasmine, I'm with you. I like Decore. He's a good footballer. Even George can do the Sangare deal. Yeah, I can do the Sangare deal. If Liverpool want to employ me just for an hour, just give me like $4,000 for an hour's work at Liverpool if you're watching, and I'll do this deal. Give me the phone number for PSV. Give me an official title as sporting director for 1 hour, right? I'll get the Sangare deal done. Like, simple. I'll get on the old blower. No problem. I'll ring them up right now. Look. Ring them up right now. Right. Look. Yeah. Right, ring them up right now. This is how you do it, Liverpool. Are you watching? Right, yeah. Big up. Yeah, PSV. Yeah. Right, Sangare. We want to activate his release clause. What is his release clause, please? We're very interested in him. 32 mil, yeah, we'd like to activate that. And once we've activated that, we'd like to talk to his agents and representation to sort out a personal deal. Yeah, can you get that done quickly for us, please? We want this deal done in 48 hours. Yeah, 48 hours. Okay, yeah. Right, ring me back in no longer than 20 minutes, please. I want to talk to his agent and sort out personal deals. This is a matter of urgency, please. We're not messing around on this. We really want this player, and we're activating the release clause. Thank you. That's how you get the deal done, Liverpool. Don't mess about. Don't mess about. Just get the deal done. Just get the poxy deal done. Sounds like Del Boy. It's because I'm a South London boy. I can't help it. You know, it's all you got to do for release clauses. It's not hard. It's not hard. Liverpool, just give me the job for 1 hour. I will get a Sangare. I will do the deal for Just give me the job for 1 hour. Just give me the job for 1 hour. I will do the thing. They'll get back to me in 20 minutes, and then I'll talk to them. We'll fax over the details. I'll release the money to PSV. The Dutch league can then release the funds to PSV. See, I know how all this works. Yeah, I know how all this works. The Dutch league can then release the funds to PSV. We can then set up I will get what I think he's worth. I will do a contract up, what he should be getting a week. I will talk to his agent, what the agent wants to get paid. We'll do a sell-on clause, whatever. And then we're getting booked for his medical in Liverpool. I could have this done in 2 days. I'm just picking a player, Danny. I'm just picking a player, man. I'm just picking a player. I'm just picking a player. If you can't have a bit of fun at this, guys, man. If we can't have a bit of laugh and a bit of heart, a bit of fun on the subject, you know, I mean, don't take it all seriously. It's just a bit of fun on the subject, you know what I mean? Ring, is it piss? Yeah, big up Friday, cold one in the house. Hope you're doing well. Forgot to ask the bank details. Apparently, it weren't big up Danny. Apparently, it weren't George Schmack. It was Billy Hogan who did that deal. Get Pavard and move Trent as well. I agree. Trent in midfield, new right back. You know, I mean, it's just a bit of fun, man. Just a bit of fun. FFP's forget fair play. Yeah, it's just a shame. It's just a shame. Sangare is rubbish as well. I was in for him. Man, we might end up with him. Or we'll go for like Decore. I like Decore as well. I'm with Jasmine. I like Decore. I think Decore is a good player. But you know, Palace losing him this late in the summer, they'd want probably ridiculous money, Jasmine. That's the only problem. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that deal. Guys, we've been on for a while. I'm going to get out of here. I will be back if there's any breaking news today, guys, on any transfer front. I will be back later if there is any breaking news. If not, I'll be back again tomorrow morning with another Jamie Phillips coffee morning. I hope you enjoyed the first 10 o'clock morning show, guys. If you did, put a thumb up in the chat. Don't forget to like the show. Go and subscribe to the channel. Share it out. All that sort of stuff. All the new subscribers that subscribed today, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate it. I will be back later if there's any transfer breaking news. If not, I'll be back again tomorrow morning for another 10 o'clock morning show. And we will have another good one. But big up to everyone. Thank you very much for joining me again. I love this show. Hopefully we can continue this and more paper talk tomorrow and all that. So big up to everyone. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below. Much love.